Hello everyone, friends, family, viewers, subscribers, new and old, welcome. So I welcome you guys to part 2 of our series of videos that addresses Verlisify and the multiple times that he has caused dramas, as well as exhibiting bad behavior towards his audience and towards other communities as well as PokeTubers. Now, as I did at the beginning of our last video, I will be making a disclaimer in this one as well, which pretty much falls under the same categories and the same intentions as the last video has presented. First thing I want to mention in this disclaimer is that I am not doing this for views, money, drama, etc. I do not give a damn about views, okay? And frankly, these are videos that like I said previously, that I do not enjoy making. They take away too much time, creativity, energy, and passion away from the content that I actually care about making. That is the content that you guys enjoy watching that doesn't involve crap like this. I'm talking about videos where it involves Pokemon content and a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and a lot of positivity. I also encourage those who are not subscribed to this community, do not subscribe to me for videos like these, as these videos are not the kind of videos that, like I said, I am not passionate about making. However, for those of you guys who know me personally, I am a man of principle. I live by many other principles, and one of them being is that it's not always about what you want to do in life. Sometimes it's about what you have to do in life. And this is something that I feel like I have to do. And that something is to make a stand, not just for myself, but for the community, as well as for people who either have trouble standing up for themselves or can't defend themselves because of the kind of stuff that you are seeing, not just in videos like these, but everywhere else in the Pokemon community when it involves people like Verlisify. If you're going to subscribe to this community at all, do it out of the fact that I inspired you. Do it out of the fact that you are entertained and motivated because of videos that I'm actually passionate about making. Again, I reiterate, do not subscribe to me because of videos like these. However, if you want to subscribe, I am not going to stop you, as regardless of the situation, I always welcome people to this community with open arms, as we are a community that is built around things like positivity, keeping it real, as well as being friendly with everyone. So I guess with all of that being said and out of the way, let's go ahead and proceed with the main point of the video. You talk about starting this video in a big way. Yes. As you guys just see, he actually tried to do that. He actually attempted to sue Lumario, who also happens to be a friend of mine. You're probably, what was he suing him for? Slander. Surprise, surprise. Verlisify can certainly dish it out. He can certainly dish out slanderous remarks on other people, but yet when he gets it back, he can't handle it. And the funny thing is that what he deemed as slander actually isn't slander if it happened. And what was going on was that Lumario made a video addressing Verlisify's base liquid comments, and Verlisify didn't take too kindly to that, and he was intimidated, so he attempted to throw some intimidation back by attempting to sue Lumario, turning this whole thing into a legal matter. Yeah, I almost don't even need to explain any further just how bad this is. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, but I will go ahead and elaborate just a little bit more on this. So pretty much how all this started was when Verlisify made his infamous drink-based liquids comment to one of his fans on Twitter, all over the fact that he was proven wrong about Volcarona being a Mega Lucario counter. Now, because of that, several people, including myself, took huge offense to that and actually took some action against it, such as making videos and addressing it. And not only that, but Verlisify decided to go one step further in a way to intimidate a much smaller YouTuber known as Lumario by threatening to sue him. Yes, again, threatening to sue him for slander. But here's the thing, though. It's not slander if it actually happened. And all Lumario did was address the fact that you told someone to essentially drink bleach. And he backed it up with a ton of evidence, as well as a ton of evidence when it comes to other incidents that involve Verlisify. Now, I will actually go ahead and link you guys to a few videos that not only myself, but Ace of Hearts Gaming and Lumario actually made addressing this attempted suing by Verlisify, and you can see for yourself just how bad this whole situation is, and essentially makes him even worse more like a sniveling coward when he gets called out and he's attempting to throw his weight around and be like an intimidating bully by threatening to sue people because they speak out against him. Now, I'll actually wrap up this section with one final point about this. I'll actually read you guys the definition on Google of what slander is. Number 1, the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. Another one is make false and damaging statements about someone or something. I'll actually go one step further and screenshot this for you, as you can see right here, just so that you guys can kind of read this for yourself. Now, here's the thing, okay? If this was slander, this situation, then why is it that there's written proof and screenshotted proof of Verlisify making that drink-based liquids comment? The thing is, it's not slander if it actually happened. I reiterate, he made those comments, we addressed them, and he is attempting to pull the slander card because of that, you know? I really don't need to say anything more about it, so I'm actually going to go ahead and move on to the next section. So this right here is another big issue that definitely needs to be addressed and definitely needs to stop. And that is this. If Verlisify is out witch hunting and attacking people, and he thinks that by himself is not enough to hurt the other's reputation, he'll actually send his fans to go and attack those people. One such individual, for example, is Wolf Glick. In one of Verlisify's videos where he talks about the Dream Ball Raichu that Wolf Glick used in a non-official competitive battle, right? Non-official, keep that in mind, non-official. He said within the first 5 to 10 seconds, there you go, you can go ahead and dislike the video knowing that his Pokemon are hacked. And it just so happened that a little while later, well, where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, wait a minute. That video has been privated because Verlisify ended up brainwashing his fan base to go and attack someone that did absolutely nothing to deserve it. And here's the funny thing. It's like, Wolf did nothing to deserve Verlisify's attacks to begin with. He's the one that ended up starting it, and Wolf actually ended up giving him the benefit of the doubt and wanted to talk things out. And how did Verlisify take it? That he made several videos about him, bashing him down, and slandering his reputation, essentially. Now, there are a whole bunch of examples of whenever Verlisify says or does something that is of a negative light towards someone. It could be anybody, whether it be a smaller YouTuber, a bigger YouTuber, a community, what have you. Verlisify and his fans will actually go and attack whatever Verlisify speaks out against. And not once did Verlisify ever make any sort of disclaimer or take responsibility and say, hey, you know what, just because I share different opinions or negative opinions about someone or something, don't go around and either dislike, spam, or harass those people just because I am not a big fan of them. If Verlisify did something like that, then you know what, I can respect him a little bit more. But because he is without a doubt one of the most irresponsible and one of the most controversial YouTubers on here, then there's no reason to give him the benefit of the doubt or, for that matter, give him respect. Now listen to me. I want to say right now, and this is directed to all of the fans of Verlisify, I do not have a problem with Verlisify fans by default. If they don't carry out his bad behaviors and his witch hunting mentality and tactics, I got no problem with you. But if you are going to follow in his footsteps and harass other people just because he pretty much says to do so, all because he doesn't like the way that they do things or he just doesn't like them, period, then that's where we start to have a problem. If you are going to be carrying out his bad examples and harassing other people to the point where either their reputation or the value of their videos or channel is compromised, then that's where I start to lose respect for the fans. And I just want to reiterate that I do not have a problem with all Verlisify fans, even if some Verlisify fans happen to do something like that. In fact, there are a lot of people that are subscribed to this channel and this community that are subscribed to Verlisify, and we've had some pretty cool conversations in the past where we have saw through each other's perspectives and come up with a compromise and a mutual respect and agreement to which we see where the other is coming from. And those are the kind of people that I respect. But the kind of people I don't respect are the people that will take orders from Verlisify to go and harass and dislike spam and ruin other people's videos and reputation. So with that being said, I'm actually going to go ahead and move on from here because there is a lot more to talk about in this video, such as what you're about to see right here. There are honestly so many examples that I can rattle off about Verlisify and his ultimate solution when it comes to him making controversy and getting a lot of backlash, and that is playing victim. Now, I know that I talked about this in the previous video, but I feel like that I need to shed a little more light on this issue because that's how he ropes in a lot of people into believing in what he says and in which it's not the reality of the situation. I know that I had talked a little bit about him playing victim in the previous video that we did, but I feel like that I need to talk about this again because there are more examples about him playing victim, such as, for example, him playing victim because he got exposed by Hoodlum Scrafty and Duncan Knee Deep, and you can also see in his response videos to their videos just how badly he's responding to those in defense of himself. Like, for one, he didn't come prepared at all when it comes to him defending himself, which just makes him look even worse. But even if he did come prepared, his responses are out of context, that's bullshit, and that is pretty much his feeble attempt at playing victim and roping you guys in and having you guys believe him when it's actually not the reality of the situation, in that you guys are actually believing his little scheme, his lies, and the fact that he plays you guys just like a fiddle. And he will constantly keep flashing the victim card, like you can see right here. Yeah, victim card. But I got news for you there, Verlisify. Your victim card has expired, my friend. There are honestly a ton of examples and a ton of times where Verlisify has played victim. Pretty much to narrow it down, every single time that Verlisify causes drama in some way, he will start a little pity-me party and get you guys to fall for it, and therefore he can pretty much have you guys be used as excuses to justify his actions and also continue to not only play the victim, but also continue the rinse and repeat cycle. That being cause drama, play victim, profit. It is honestly such an easy thing to tell, and quite honestly, I'm surprised that even the people that are older Verlisify fans that continuously stick up for him can't seem to see this themselves. So hopefully if they come across this video and they listen to this part, they will understand that they are being played just like a fiddle. Hell, I was one of those people that was played just like a fiddle by Verlisify back when I actually was subscribed to him and defended him against the whole Smogon debacle. So I really feel the need to move on, as I do not need to waste any more time on this section because we technically already talked about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. Right, so this is a pretty big one. Making false claims without any proof. Now, this right here is also pretty hilarious too, because let's take a look back at some of the claims that he has made, and yet he had no way or no proof to back up those claims. One such example would be his claim stating that MegaCrasher can be countered by Slurpuff. Yes, Slurpuff. And he even publicly stated that in Flaming Spade's video where him and Verlisify had a mic off. And this right here has got to be one of the most ridiculous claims I've ever seen. It's like, seriously, fake out, return, buy. That's it. That is all that it takes to take out Slurpuff. And even if you were to run a max physically defensive with max HP, there's still no way that you would be able to harm MegaCrasher enough because of the fact that this thing can just simply set up Power Up Punch to +6 and then take you out with a return. I mean, it really honestly doesn't take a genius to figure that one out, and also figure out the fact that MegaCrasher is one of the most broken Pokemon. Even if you were to use it in OU, it would be broken, and you would not be able to counter easily MegaCrasher, especially with something like Slurpuff. Seriously, let's be real here, friends. Let's be real. Another such example of him making false claims without any proof would actually happen to come in the form of one of his more recent videos, which he had made yesterday, when he was making accusations about there even be more hacking and more cheating in VGC, but yet that video in its entirety gets pretty much chucked out the window at around the 508 mark when he says that he doesn't have any evidence of them hacking. Do I even need to say any more about that? Seriously, do I? No. Volcarona is a Mega Lucario counter. Yeah, that is another claim that he made that is not only false, but was proven to be false. And how this is because of this, okay? For one, you have Volcarona that is weak to Stealth Rocks by 4 times. You switch that bad boy into Stealth Rocks, half its health is gone. But even if you don't have Stealth Rocks on the field, Mega Lucario can knock out any offensive variant of Volcarona with the combination of close combat and extreme speed. And for a Pokemon that resists fighting type moves, it doesn't take close combat from Mega Lucario too well, because get a load of this. Mega Lucario, for one, packs a base 145 physical attack. Second, its ability, Adaptability, boosts its same type attack bonus moves from 150% to 200%, making its most powerful fighting type move, Close Combat, even that much more powerful. So any offensive Volcaronas, or even any bulky setup Volcaronas, lose over half their health. And if that's not bad enough, like I said, Stealth Rocks are an issue that take away half its health. So with the combination of Stealth Rocks, it loses its life because of close combat. And if that isn't enough, they can just knock you out with an extreme speed the next turn. I mean, it's already been proven time and time again that Volcarona is not only not a reliable counter, you can't even really say that it's a reliable check. I mean, even Scarf variants, which Verlisify decided to say is legit, when actually it isn't, because why would you Scarf a Pokemon that can easily set up 3 stats in one turn, which is essentially the equivalent of Choice Specs, Assault Vest, and Choice Scarf in one turn, except you're not locked into any move. I honestly can say I don't understand what his mindset was when he tried to pass off that as actual fact. So another claim that he ended up making that is not only false, but pretty hilarious too, would be in one of his Smogon videos, he ended up saying that he knows more about Smogon than 90% of actual Smogon players. That's bullshit. That is 100% bullshit. And I almost don't even need to explain how much bullshit is in that statement because of the fact that Verlisify not only is very anti-Smogon, but he's not even part of the community. And if he actually knew more about Smogon than 90% of Smogon players, then he wouldn't be making ridiculous statements such as people centralize themselves. What the hell does that even mean? Like, that really honestly doesn't make any sense. People centralize themselves. Moving on. Moving the fuck on. Another quote that he would end up making would be, if you're running Defog, you're not running Stealth Rocks. Yeah, that is also bullshit because of the fact that if you are running Defog, you are more likely than not going to be running some form of entry hazards, especially in the form of Stealth Rocks. I mean, hell, a lot of the teams that I build that have Defog on them have Stealth Rocks as well. So this is also talking from experience, personally disproving that claim right there. Another claim that he would end up making that is false and has no proof would be for all those videos that he would be on BattleSpot and would pretty much accuse his opponent of bringing a hacked team just because he sees shinies. What if those shinies are legit? I mean, yeah, sure. I understand that hacking is a thing. I mean, I hack sometimes myself. I'm going to be completely honest about that. I hack sometimes myself, but I would never bring those Pokemon to official tournaments. But that's besides the point. The thing of it is that you have no proof of those people hacking their Pokemon because you don't even know them. You don't even know them other than the fact that you're battling with them. You don't know anything about them. So you honestly cannot sit and make those claims and have 100% confidence in yourself to thinking that those claims are actually true. Because they're not. Because of the fact you got no proof, therefore they are not true. You can't claim that for them to be true if you have no facts. And that right there is fact. So with all of that being said, and I feel like I spent a lot longer than needed on this section, so let's go ahead and move on to the next bit of this video. So a real big example of Verlisify and his hypocrisy comes in the form of his video in which he attempted to rip off Leafy is Here, but that's besides the point. It is titled The Most Desperate Video in the History of YouTube. Now, this video right here, he is attempting to rip apart Jethrotex for absolutely no reason because of the fact that he is triggered by a video that was recommended to him. It's like, what did Jethrotex do to you, man? What did he do to you? It's like Jethrotex has nothing to do with you, but even still, if someone has nothing to do with you, they aren't even safe from you attempting to attack them. And there's two things in this video that make you a lying hypocrite. Number one, you attack Jethrotex for having mid-roll ads in his video, yet in the very video that you have right here has mid-roll ads as well. And not to mention, your video on Duncan Knee Deep and Hoodlum Scrafty have a ton of mid-roll ads. Your hour-long plus video of your failed attempt in response to their videos has 6 mid-roll ads, plus a beginning ad as well. The second part of what makes you a lying hypocrite in this situation is the fact that you complained to Jethrotex about milking out the Pokemon Sun and Moon hype, yet here you are milking out the Hoodlum Scrafty and the Duncan Knee Deep drama, and you do it in a way that profits off of it. Even if you get a lot of hate, you're still profiting off of it by having the excuse of putting in so many mid-roll ads to profit even more off of it, which just honestly proves right there in 2 birds with 1 stone that you are in fact a hypocrite, and there is undeniable proof of it, not just in my last video, but in this one too. So here's another example of his hypocrisy, and this involves Duncan Knee Deep and Hoodlum Scrafty as well. He claims that he wanted the drama to stop, but yet here he is making a video in response to their video after he said that their video proves that they want to keep the drama going, but yet here he is making over an hour-long video with mid-roll ads, I might add, as well. And he is attempting to cause more drama by saying a whole bunch of things like out of context, bullshit. It's like, you honestly didn't form any solid counter-arguments in that video, and I'm surprised that I didn't lose any brain cells over watching your hour-long video, and honestly, it's so sad to see you attempt to justify your bad behaviors and attempt to lie to everyone and play victim as you always do, and furthermore, here you are being a hypocrite once again by making videos, even though you say you want the drama to be over. Here you are making more videos in response to them in which they laid out the facts, but you attempt to disprove them with lies and with hypocrisy. So another example of Verlisify's hypocrisy is that he claims that Hoodlum Scrafty, who is a slightly bigger YouTuber than Verlisify, is picking on a smaller YouTuber, but yet Verlisify is completely okay with picking on smaller YouTubers such as Ray Rizzo, such as Wolf Glick, such as Cybertron Aaron Zang. Like, the list goes on. The list goes on. So, Verlisify, if you don't want people to talk about you and quote-unquote pick on you, stop doing things to piss people off. It's that simple. And the thing of it is they're not necessarily picking on you out of spite or to be a bully. All they're doing is laying out the facts that need to be laid out and defending themselves. That's all they're doing. So, again, this is more hypocrisy on your end. So there are a lot of examples that I could keep going on about proving Verlisify being a hypocrite, as well as a lot of examples that I have already proven in past videos. But I think at this point, I'm beating a dead horsey. So with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Yeah. So this right here is a pretty big one, and it kind of goes without saying because I'll bet you any money that there is a ton of people that can attest to what I'm about to say. And that is the fact that this individual refuses to accept any criticism whatsoever, and as well as any responsibility whatsoever. Now, let's get into the criticisms part. Anybody who makes any fair and constructive criticisms towards Verlisify in any matter, he will either, 1, defend himself and call you ignorant, number 2, he will actually attack you and scream at you on Twitter, Or number 3, he will block you like a coward because he refuses to admit to any criticisms, he refuses to admit to any fault. And in translation, he refuses to take any responsibility for his actions. Such as whenever he feels the need to attack other YouTubers for literally no reason, or attack his own fan base for literally no reason. He refuses to take any responsibility whatsoever when it comes to any of his actions and misdemeanors. Now, this right here shows a very, very, very piss-poor example of someone who is looked at as a role model in the Pokemon/YouTube community. Now, I don't look at this guy as a role model. I think, quite frankly, he is someone who has all this undeserved power on his hands, and he chooses to abuse it rather than embrace it and be humble like I would be if I was in that position. I know I said this before, but my God, if I was in his shoes, I would be praising you guys every single day because that's just the kind of person I am. I mean, even right now, we are almost at 1,700 amazing people subscribed to our community. Every single day, I am more and more and more humble, thanks to your guys' love and support. But this guy isn't. He is arrogant, and he seems to fail to take responsibility and take any criticisms when they actually fucking matter. Instead, he makes excuses, he name calls, he name drops, and he blocks you. It is that simple. I almost don't even need to spend any more time on this because if you go and talk to any person that he has blocked, they will be able to provide concrete evidence and claims that are actually true when it comes to their encounters with Verlisify. One such encounter comes in the form of myself and Ace of Hearts Gaming. Ace of Hearts Gaming made a fair criticism on Verlisify's Dive Swampert set, and how did Verlisify take it? He made up a bunch of excuses and a bunch of BS remarks saying that he was antagonizing him, which he wasn't, and in fact, Ace of Hearts Gaming even said that he respects him, and then what ends up happening is that, of course, he ends up disrespecting him even more, and then, of course, that's when I chime in, and I'm defending my friend, and at the same time, I'm actually giving good criticisms to Verlisify and speaking highly on him, saying how much I enjoy his content when it doesn't involve any drama, and how does he take it? He fucking blocks me. But I don't give a shit, because it honestly just fuels the fire, and it further solidifies and backs up my points even further. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to something that I honestly did not think was possible, but you want to talk about things going to a new level? Well, we're about to hit the 7 depths of hell with this next point. Okay, I didn't think that this right here would be a thing, period, okay? But it seems to me that Verlisify is not even above attacking children. Verlisify, you are in your 20s. You are a full-grown fucking adult. And you are attacking people that are like 10 years younger than you? You are one desperate man, okay? You seem to want to cause so much controversy that it's going to get you more views and it's going to get you more ad revenue and people are going to be talking about you more and more and more. And this video here proves it even further, and it's titled Hacked Pokemon in VGC 2016 National Finals. Now, I will say that some of the stuff that you highlight in the video where someone tweets about it jokingly or sarcastically about them jetting their Pokemon and actually having a picture of them using PK Hex. I mean, yeah, sure. It's like I've said previously. There is hacking in VGC, but here's the thing. It is not up to you to police that. It is up to the officials to do their job, not for you to be a damn rat. And towards halfway your video, at exactly 5 minutes and 8 seconds, you claim yourself that you don't have any evidence of Enzo and Corey cheating and hacking. But yet, here you are making a video anyways, potentially falsely accusing kids of hacking, namely Enzo and Corey. Honestly, dude, how fucking low can you be? I mean, it's bad enough that you're here attacking smaller and larger YouTubers that are adults, but yet here you are attacking kids. And here's the thing. Here is the consequence of every single negative action that you put out on YouTube, is the fact that you have people that support you and will blindly follow your every single action, and without you making any disclaimer saying, hey, don't go attacking these people just because I'm, making videos against them. No. You fail to realize that sort of responsibility over your own fan base. You end up, by default, opening an invitation to your fan base to go and attack these people that you falsely criticize and make videos on. And here's another example right here. This right here is inviting your fan base to go and attack children. Fucking children. You're a full-grown adult, dude. Grow up! Seriously. And say, what if this kid was actually being attacked, okay? This kid has a love for Pokemon, but you want to know something? His love for Pokemon might end up being compromised, if not diminished, because of your dumbass. There are so many people that love and adore Pokemon, but yet the community has one of the most shittiest reputations that there is because of you, of how you are constantly devaluing and misrepresenting what the community actually is all about. Playing Pokemon, a kid's game, and you even put it yourself, a whimsical, carefree game, but yet here you are treating it with so much hostility once again. And an example of it is shown right here. The proof is in the pudding. He is not above attacking children. And the thing of it is that children have a lot more impressionable minds. Like, if they are being attacked and harassed, who knows how they're going to take it, They are slightly more sensitive and a little bit more weaker-minded. Don't mean to sound harsh there, but it's true. But, the thing of it is that, if this kid, goes up on his Twitter and he sees he's getting a whole bunch of hate mail because of you, he may end up quitting Pokemon. He may end up quitting on it. Something that he likes. Something that definitely should not have any compromising whatsoever. But yet, here you are, once again, making a profit off of sitting on your ass and making videos attacking people because that is what you do. Alright? You want to throw around the accusation, throw around the word fucking disgusting to so many people, including the likes of PokeMD? Well, how about this? How about I call you fucking disgusting? Because that is what your behavior is. It is fucking disgusting. You disgust me. I don't even know what more I can say, and I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but you want to know something? Welcome to reality. Welcome to karma. And karma is one cold hard bitch. So, with all that being said, I really don't have anything more to say without either repeating myself or dropping the F-bomb, because that right there is what's on my mind right now, and I feel like dropping it a whole bunch. But I'm not going to. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next section of this video.
I mostly did the other video because what's going to score more views? A straightforward Diggersby strategy, like all the other strategies I do, or if I stir the pot? I felt that was kind of the better way to promote myself a bit. I call negative publicity good publicity.
There you go. You guys even heard it from the man himself. He calls negative publicity good publicity, which further reinforces the reasoning why he makes these videos revolving around drama and causes drama, because it is for publicity. And any publicity to him is good publicity, because regardless of whether you get good publicity or bad publicity, people are going to be talking about you. And it's as Magnitude even stated that the reason why Verlisify made his Smogon rants was for personal gain. And Verlisify even admitted it himself, in which Magnitude highlighted in his video, and I'll actually go one step further and link you guys to that video in the description box down below, just so that you guys can see exactly what I mean here. And I know that I already mentioned this sort of thing in the last video, but I feel that this right here was applicable too. So yeah, I call negative publicity good publicity. So that means he'll go even as far as to deface and insult communities, as well as other PokeTubers, as well as people that have absolutely nothing to do with Verlisify, as I have proven hopefully in this video, as well as other videos I've made, as well as other videos that other people have made. I mean, it's not really that hard to figure out the kind of person that Verlisify is, because other people would be happy to tell you. And in a way, Verlisify shows the kind of person that he is inadvertently through his bad behaviors. It's really not that hard to figure out, my friends. It's really not that hard to figure out. I think that we pretty much reached nearly the end of this video, so I have one final thing to say before wrapping things up, and that is, just apologize and admit that you're wrong, dude. There is nothing wrong with apologizing for doing wrong. I mean, hell, take me for example. There has been so many mistakes that I've made in my lifetime, and some mistakes I've made on here, and people have called me out for it, and you know what I did? I manned the fuck up and I apologize, especially given the fact that if I have no reasonable ground to stand on. Now, of course, yes, I will say my side of the story, and hopefully people will understand where I'm coming from, but irregardless, I'm going to apologize where the apology is due. Such as, for example, I apologize to everyone who is watching this video that came here expecting good Pokemon content. I do not like these kind of videos appearing in your guys' sub box. I want to see the videos I'm actually passionate about appear in your sub box. Not videos like these, but the thing of it is that videos like these have to be made if I have to prove my point. Now, back to Verlisify. Verlisify, simply put, all you have to do is apologize. It's not like we're asking you to saw off your damn arm or your leg or anything like that. All you gotta do is apologize. Seriously. That's it. If you apologize, you're gonna get so much respect back. And the thing of it is that you need to actually mean the apology. You need to make it sincere. Because the one apology video that you made is completely null and void, considering you went right back to your old ways, if not much worse, now. That's it, dude. All you have to do is apologize. Seriously. You actually become more of a man by apologizing, rather than acting like a coward and hiding behind your fan base that will tell you what you want to hear, rather than telling you the truth. It's that simple, dude. Really, it is that simple. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so hopefully this will be the last time that I have to speak on this individual Verlisify. I really don't like making videos like this, as I've stated so many times before and will keep on stating again, because it is 100% truth. I make videos like these strictly out of principle. I make them if someone is being attacked and I need to stand up for that person, because honestly, things like this just isn't okay, and it definitely should not go unchallenged. So with that being said, if you guys stuck with me for this long through this video, I applaud you guys. I did not expect for this video to be as long as it is, so I want to thank you guys very, very much for watching this video, and take what I say in this video with a pinch of salt. I understand there's going to be people that disagree with me here, and if you disagree with me, you know, all the power to you. Just be respectful and let me know in the comment section down below without any ad hominem attacks or any sort of negativity, and I will gladly reach out to you and speak to you and, you know, even see your side of things. Because if someone's respectful and we have a disagreement, then I am more willing to see from the other person's perspective and, you know, understand where they're coming from too. And at the end of it, hopefully we both learn something out of any given situation and from each other. You know? That's it. That's it. Nothing more to say about it. So, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope that, like I said, this will be the last time that I speak about this individual Verlisify, because I would much rather, times a million, make videos that I actually give a damn about. Make videos that I want to see you guys watch and enjoy. The kind of videos that I would be proud to have you guys see them in your sub boxes. Like I said, not videos like these. But anyways, my friends, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves.